All right, everybody. So this is how to turn your experience into a course. Thank you so much. You probably saw my posts and you probably saw that you can turn your knowledge, leverage your knowledge into a stream of income, which is what I am so proud to offer each and every day as I launch new teachers. I love launching teachers. So this is a new masterclass, and it is the one session that you will ever need when it comes to how to turn that expertise into a class. All right, now I am simulcasting on Instagram as well so that our Instagram family can catch this. So if you are catching me on Instagram, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you have questions, you can definitely DM me if you are on Instagram. All right, guys. So tonight you're going to learn the 3 frameworks that I use in order to teach how to leverage your knowledge. And if you saw a post from yesterday, I talked about Determined Debbie and Traditional Terry. Those are 2 teachers that are close to my heart. I've worked with both of them. Determined Debbie leverages her knowledge to sell online, and Traditional Terry comes to work and works the 40-40 plan, 40 hours, 40 years, and lives on 40% of her income. So if you've seen that presentation before, you know that she lives in a walk-up, and by the time she retires, it's way too late to do anything about leveraging her knowledge. Well, it's never too late, but you know what I mean. She's caught up in, how am I going to make this work? Okay. And so I want you to learn these 3 frameworks so that you can be a little bit more like Determined Debbie, who knows that her knowledge doesn't stop when she clocks out of work. You can always teach more, and you can teach it in less time and have more time for yourself and as well. So let's get started, guys. This presentation is so near and dear to my heart because about 6 years ago, I was making the most I'd ever made as a classroom teacher, working as a mentor teacher in a school. And I worked hard to get that job. It took me 2 months to get that job. It was the most rigorous process I'd been through for a position. And do you know what? Within 6 months, I was not in control of my destiny. The principal said that she was nominating me for non-renewal. And at that point, I saw everything that I had done to climb the mountain to get that job unravel before my eyes. And I said, I cannot do this again because it was too strenuous. And now, if you're not liked by someone, they can unravel your entire work that you've done and in a matter of a decision. So I decided at that point, I'm going to make a decision to not let this happen to me again. So I'm Dominique Prosper. I am a course creator and coach. I love to launch teachers. And I'm also, I've been penned, or nicknamed the practical teacher because the strategies that I use to help you not only formulate high structured courses, but also to leverage social media makes my organic strategy very easy to follow and enjoyable as well. While it feels like networking. So this is for you if you want to monetize your brand and your experience and your expertise. Grab a pen. You want to take some notes. All right. If you do need to leave quietly, go ahead and be able to DM me so that I can give you more detail about what we covered tonight as well. Now, sometimes I record, but most of the time I don't because it's hard to make decisions off of what you did not experience. So I do prefer to go ahead and present it to you live. Okay. All right. So this is for you if you are a tutor, a teacher, or a career professional, and you want to take your business to the next level. You want to leave the stress and the hassle of your classroom or the hot box or cubicle that you work in behind, and you want to turn your knowledge that you've acquired over decades into a high ticket service. All right. Now, does that sound like you? Okay, that's you should be putting it, type in the chat, check mark, or yes, that's me. Okay. You're looking for fast results, more leads, and some financial freedom. Okay. And or what I like to call options. And where do you want to go? You want to sell your product or service. You want more followers. You want to create content engagement, and you are looking at how can you really leverage your expertise as a speaker, a creator, anything where someone is hiring you for what you know as an advisor or consultant. Now, this is not for you if, I talked about Determined Debbie and Traditional Tina, Terry. If you feel like it's already happened and you're just going to have to ride the wave of the traditional route, then this is definitely not for you. Okay, so who am I? I started out teaching decades ago, almost 3 decades ago, and I discovered that after 15 years, I had already passed the threshold of what else could I do with my career besides just stay in the classroom? And I don't want that to happen to any other career professional, and definitely not any other teacher, because what happens with teachers is, we're easily moved because of our husbands, or anything can happen because, schools are everywhere, so we can work pretty much anywhere. However, it really isn't strategic if you keep moving from place to place. And especially in the private sector, I've always learned that, people move within 2 years. So there's a lot of transfer and transient, switching jobs. And it's really, really not advisable, especially if that's the way that you're increasing your income, rather than start your own online business. And with the tools that we have today, there is no reason to not start an online business. Okay. So here are my 2 kids. I had a high school graduate 2 years ago on that's Noah. And in a couple months, I'm going to have a second high school graduate. And I'm so excited. I'll have 2 high school graduates, and we can finally take the cruise of my lifetime. All right. So today, guys, we're going to do 3 things. I promise you 3 things. We're going to shift the way that you think about your time and your money. We're going to shift what you think about what physical property is and how to show up to work. And we're going to shift what we think about when it comes to intellectual property, your identity and your story, because your story and your identity is going to unlock a lot of what you leverage. Okay. All right. Remember this, you are one of one. You are unique. You have experience, and what you have learned is golden, and it can help a lot of people. Okay. So here are some of the career professionals I've worked with. We've got teachers here. We have counselors here. We have IT professionals here. Just an array of professionals that I have met, networked, and provided instruction for on how to create ebooks, digital products, courses, creating Facebook groups, nurturing Facebook groups. So, and training in chat groups, like on in Facebook Messenger, and also in we have some of the apps that we've used to have community apps. Okay.
All right, Derek, what can you tell us?
All right, so I want you to hear a couple of aha moments that some of my past clients have communicated.
In my mind, to understand that this was about me and what I have to grasp, get the other person to grasp. So I am happy I was able to get my brain open to see that I have to stick to one topic, which is hard for me to do, but to sticking to one topic and working from that. I also
we're able to meet like this, especially after just talking to you yesterday and you make time for me the very next day. I appreciate that. But I was so much in my head, and because I have so much information that I want to share and teach, the way that you're helping me break it down is like so easier.
Mind blowing. I did not know that somebody could stretch your brain and make it easier, because I had a fear of just succeeding, and so I was just in my way, but and make it easier, because I had a fear of just.
Yeah. All right. So type in the chat what your fear might be for creating information products. You know, are you thinking in your head? Are you afraid of succeeding? Are you going overboard? Type in the chat. Let's see if we have anybody typing in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, make sure that you are, typing in the chat what aha moments or takeaways that you're getting from what you're hearing. Okay.
I want to show you how I got to this number. Here's my year to date. Last 12 months. All digital products.
All right, guys. So I came into the digital product market very intentionally and very easily, because I know that cheat sheets, worksheets help your audience. Whatever you can provide is going to help, and it all adds up. Okay, so that's one aspect that I do provide. That's training that I provide, and I help you to create our digital products. Okay, and so let's see. This is what somebody said. Dominique, I feel I don't say it enough. I imagine other people have said it. Your intentional, playful entrepreneur energy is very appealing, memorable. Sometimes out of my immediate context, I suddenly think of you again. So yeah, when it comes to, having fun while you work, that's just how education should be. I haven't been a classroom teacher for so long, for no reason. You have to make it fun, you have to make it memorable, and also, rigorous. So they learn a lot and they have a lot of fun at the same time.
I want to show you how I got to this number. Year to date.
All right. So now, just to show you what it looks like when you have a strong program that you are standing behind and you know what it delivers, you are able to convey the value of your program so that whoever is receiving that information can choose whether to get started with you or not. And the more confident you are in your product, your income will match that conviction and that confidence and that value. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. And my accolades or my background, very similar to yours. writing tutor, classroom teacher, no talent in sales. Okay, I've attended coaching programs. I'm always in a coaching program. Why? Because I don't know everything. So I'm always with a coach that can help me fine tune whatever skills I need for online, for communication, for networking, and for building relationships. Okay. I'm unafraid of failing, absolutely. And the more you are dedicated to you as a knowledge-based professional, your packages will show that as well. Okay. So all we're talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, is you getting results from what you already know how to do, leveraging your experiences and your skills. Now, I have a accelerator program where we build your course, and I like to think of them as, you can think of them as buckets, you can think of them as a universe or an academy or ecosphere. But the more products you have, the more people you can enroll, the newer types of skills and technology and strategies you can employ, and then the higher you can scale. All right. So now ask yourself this question, okay? What is the fastest way to get what you want? And the answer should be by giving people what it is that they want, okay? If you want to get what you are seeking, you have to find a way to help others get what it is that they're looking for as well, okay? Because if you are like me and you don't want to ever go back to somebody else controlling your future, then you've got to find a way to create more impact for others so that you create impact for yourself as well as for them. Okay. All right. Here we have Determined Debbie and Traditional Terry. Now, this is very real, you guys. Now, apply this to your industry. Okay. Why do you need to make income outside of your home? Determined Debbie, you can see her doing the Michael Jackson move there. She is a brand new teacher, under 5 years of experience, and she already came in knowing that she's got to leverage the internet and go online, so that she is leveraging her knowledge, her instructional knowledge online as well as in person. Then we have on the other side, on the other hand, Traditional Terry. And Traditional Terry just went ahead and stayed in the classroom for 30 plus years, sometimes 40 years, guys, 40 years. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. Teachers do have a decent retirement plan. Most, well, I can't say, state for state, that I can't verify that. I'm in the state of Texas. It's definitely about 65% of what you of your 5 highest salaries, but it does not afford you the retirement you have in mind. Absolutely not. And unfortunately, also some districts do not allow you to collect Social Security and your retirement at the same time. And so if you're only relying on what the system is going to provide for you, it's going to be woefully under what you expect and need and desired. Okay, when you were new to your profession, like Determined Debbie. All right, so Debbie went ahead and created multiple streams of income and went online and started to leverage her her knowledge. And then Traditional Terry, I'm sure if she has kids or a spouse, she's making up the difference. But this is why we want to intervene. And I said, for sure, had I known at about year 15 of my career, it would have helped a lot. Okay. Labor statistics from 2018 states that 65% of teachers retire poor or in debt. And that has not changed. And that's why there's so much transition also right now with teachers because of statistics like this. Okay, so which plan is going to work best for you? All right, now here is the first shift, and this is the first framework. All right, I call it the 3 A's. It's accessibility, it's awareness, and it's accountability. Accountability is so important when you go online. You need to have a coach that's going to help you, a coach that provides the right environment for you, such as where we are right now. We can talk about the real numbers and what life is really looking like. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a global 24-hour environment. The internet or online works for you when you're asleep. So just by being visible online, whoever sees your content when they're around, that it's working for you. It's working for you. All those online strategies work for you. Okay. Standards. How much money do you want to make? How many clients do you want? Having that accountability means that you always have something to work towards. Okay. If you're going to have a webinar and nobody shows up, well, go live anyway. Don't just wait for events to just be perfect. When you're online, somebody is always looking for your content. Okay. Strategies. I just mentioned one. Okay. Don't wait. Just go with it. Okay. Put the content out there. All right. And also organic strategies. You know, you either build your followers, you borrow by collaborating with other creators out there, or you buy leads. Okay, those are the 3 basic ways. So that's the first shift. All right, that accountability. And if I said anything that is challenging you right now, you know, put challenge in the comments, because you've got to have those 3 factors right there. If you build awareness and you provide access and you have accountability, you're definitely on your way. All right, so shift number 2, we're going to be talking about how to market your business. Social media is a free tool. Social media has created more millionaires with the free access that we have. Are you leveraging it? Are you on social media using the organic side of things? There's always the paid ads, but in my program, we stress organic, because if your messaging is not coming across organically, it's going to be more difficult to people who absolutely don't know you in paid ads. Okay. Shift number 3. Are you ready to grow yourself? Are you ready to invest? Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to collaborate? Because I definitely don't think that you should be working by yourself, because you're in your own head and you're basically recycling what you already know. That's why I'm always in a coaching program, and I'm never without a coach. Okay, so how many of you have an idea for a course? Type it in the chat. What is your idea that you have? Type it in the chat. What do you want to teach? Do you want to teach anything that has to do with artistic expression, art, dance, acting? Is it how to take care of your pets, how to teach your kids? What are you interested in? Let's see if we have any participation in the chat. And let's see, as soon as it goes up, I'll see it. All right, so guys, people will pay you for what you know, so long as you think what you have is worth paying for, right? Now, don't get me wrong, teaching free or teaching, constantly teaching, right, is fine, but implementation is what it's all about. You can always teach the what, but the how, okay, is the part that you want to reserve. And that's where burnout comes in. If you have been sharing your heart out right, wholeheartedly without being compensated for the implementation side of things, that's where the burnout comes in. All right. So we're here to stop that, because if somebody really wants transformation, they're definitely going to sign up with you. Okay. So the secret is you can definitely price your course to whatever level you want, because there is no ceiling, right? But to start out with, it's probably wise to, and we're going to do this, research what is happening in your industry. Okay. And I always like to use a tiered model. So if you think about a triangle, okay, you can have a base price and then we scale it up from there depending on what you can offer. Okay. So this is another shift. I don't want you to say, I'm creating a course, Dominique, but I don't know how to price it. I want you to say instead, I'm creating a $500 course. What should it include? And who am I looking to enroll into it? All right. So my journey, like I said, started back in 2018. And, I just started making digital products. And I created my first course with another teacher who partnered with me, and we created a Facebook group and sold two packages right away, just by saying that we had the course. And actually, he was the tech guy and I was the teacher. So, once I announced it, I enrolled 2 people. So as you can see, it's been an upward trajectory. 2020 was absolutely bananas. If you were already online, you definitely got a huge boost. And so 2022, pretty much we're at around 45, which is still upwards from 2019, but 2020, 2021 definitely were banner years, just like for everybody else, if you were online. Okay. All right. So this will work for you. All right. Even if you don't have an audience, you have felt like you failed in the past. And frankly, online, there's no such thing as failing, because people are online every single day. They are getting to know you for the highs and the lows and the in-betweens. So really there is no failed. Okay. So, but if you've thought that you're not up to it, or you have zero, anything at all, any mindset issue, this will work for you, because like I just said, online, there is no such thing as failure. It's strategy. Just keep trying different strategies. Okay. So my first course was called You Fuel You. And my second course is called Pay to Create, because that is literally what I feel is so important for all career professionals, that they need to be paid for what they do create. You create abundance in your workplace. Can they pay you what you're actually worth in your workplace? Of course not. They have to make a profit. Okay. But they pay for the overhead, the building, and this and that. So they pay you a portion of that. Why not get paid 100% online? Okay. So leverage what you're doing, not only in the workplace, but bring it online as well. Okay. So you're going to have your packages. You can turn it into anything, speaking engagements, whatever it is that you want. Okay. And digital content, book deals, podcasts. Here's a workbook that I created for a high school mentor. Okay. I created the entire workbook. It's on career development. And she is a high school mentor, and she started her digital library with this book. And this was 2021. Okay. So I just got myself a copy. It's a little banged up. It doesn't, I just wanted the physical form of what I created in a Word doc. She sent it to the designer, got it all glossed up. And now it is a digital product, a physical product, and she can train off of it and sell it perpetually, passively. Okay, there you go. All right, guys. So what I will be teaching you is how to turn your skills into products, like physical products, digital products as well, that you can earn passive income for. Okay. So here is a little bit of the past again. I've sold my course, Pay to Create, for the last, since 2019. So I don't know, we're in 2020 now, almost 4 years. And we have step-by-step lessons, tutorials, templates, and guides. Okay. Now, before that, in 2018, that was my first course called You Fuel You, with another teacher. And we had a steady growth of clients in my Facebook group. And it really generated great part-time income. And this is why, of course, I'm still teaching in the classroom. Okay. And so what I did with Pay to Create was I started a Shopify store where I could keep all of the downloads and the videos that I created as well. And all of that is passive. Okay. So what we will do in Pay to Create is run through a schedule that's going to help you identify your topics, the right fit customers, your frameworks, your own frameworks, your tasty content. And it's a funny story. I love TikTok, and now if you have highly identifiable content, they label it. So if I go on there with teacher tips or teacher burnout because of what I'm speaking about, and I have a title at the top, it is they are able to, send it out just under that heading, or that, that SEO, and it gets you even more views. So there you go. We just try to refine your content. Okay. Of course, pricing and offering, sales, and it's all about getting leads and networking and turning it and conversions. All right. So yeah, I've been online just like you, but what are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? We want you to not only have fun, but turn it into a sales machine. Okay. I have a group on Facebook called Get More Coaching Clients. And if you're interested, you can just DM me and I'll send you the link for that. I do live trainings. I've got recorded classes in there. So you can definitely access it and learn more. I also have a YouTube channel. So all that is, more content. That's what it's all about. Okay. All right. So these are some of my girls that that we have in our community. I have a chat group in Messenger where, hey, we just help each other with sales, marketing, and check-ins. What happened this week? What did you do this last week? I'm down at the bottom. These are teachers. And this is Latasha. She's a social worker. This is Latasha's cousin. And this is a friend of Latasha's. But yeah, so Women, Life, and Business Coaching, that's what it's all about. Since 2019, I've had this chat group going, and it's just a support group. All right. So you're going to get the course, you're going to get the strategies, and you're also going to get the coaching in the program so that you can absolutely refine, your activities and start to really hone in on your identifiable niche and really create that content that is signature to you, signature to your niche, and increase that SEO search for you so that you're always showing up in the right place. All right. Any questions so far? I'll be checking on that. All right. Now, as a teacher, I went into tutoring in 2020, and that's why my income was so big. And I was in mastermind for tutors and teachers, because remember in 2020, schools shut down. So I had already gone online in 2019. And so in 2020, I signed up with a mastermind to help me get more students online. And so here I am, just, on the leaderboard, just offering tutoring. So guys, there are so many people out there to help. All right, they're just waiting for you to have your content ready. Okay, so based on what we have gone over so far, okay, do you think that this is valuable information to you? Who would be happy if I told you the opportunity that you have either to work with me or not? I can't tell. But is it all right if I just go over, what that would look like? Making more money using my course, or or your course. Well, learning from my course to sell your course. Yes. Is that okay? Okay, well, let's go ahead. All right. Okay, I just have to introduce you to Cleopatra. Cleopatra is a beautiful friend of mine. She is a teacher also. And she does many things. She cooks. She is a party decorator. Oh my goodness. And also a tutor, because you're already a teacher. What you can tutor. She takes care of the little tiny tykes, like newborns as well. She loves newborns. So she's somebody who, I've kind of, she's one of my running mates. She's monetizing all the time. We're strategizing all the time. And this is at one of my events. It was a self-care event, and we took that picture. So she's great. These are other happy clients, counselors, kinder teacher, diagnostician. A diagnostician is somebody who evaluates children for dyslexia or learning disabilities. Now here's Reagan. Reagan is also a teacher, and she's an academic coach. She did not stay in the classroom or a school district. She went ahead and started tutoring on her own, and not just tutoring like language arts or math, but kind of working as a mentor, getting kids to increase their productivity. So she doesn't really instruct a content area. She goes ahead and mentors them so that they set bigger goals. And these are older kids as well. I'm not sure, I forgot it. I think they're middle school, high school. All right. But for me, it's been extraordinary. I've had such a great time, mentoring and coaching women out there. You might see me, exercising or dancing. And I just, like I said, there's no failure online. They see you in your with your highs and your lows. That's it. And they get to know you. And that's what it is. You wouldn't want to just put your best foot forward as if you're only, preparing yourself to go on stage every day. No, it's not possible, because it's a 24-hour, tool. So they're going to see you, at your best, at your, when you're mediocre or whatever, it doesn't matter. They're getting to know all of you. Okay. So here is some of my coaching clients. How was your workout today? And they get to know you, so they can infuse a little bit of that like knowledge that they have about you. Okay. And also whatever they need help with, and so let's see, this is a platform down here where I was giving advice on creating a course and curriculum. All right, and so Felicia right here, Dominique can and will help you grow your business. Okay. And these are some other platforms that I've been on. Clubhouse is one of my favorite platforms. And Anthea and I worked together, and this is what Anthea had to say. I definitely recommend anyone who's feeling stuck and needs an alternative perspective. You know, she's a VIP educator, and okay, and she'll put you on the right path. And then this is a doctor that I worked with in creating an ebook. She was on social media answering the same questions all the time. We created a personalized ebook that I have a template for, and she's been rolling with it ever since. Okay, she walked me through step by step on the creation process. She provided an outline, gave me the opportunity to dive into my process, background expertise, and come up with a body of text that became my ebook. So yes, it's great. It's wonderful. All right, so here's how we can work together, guys. Okay. Now clearly, like my courses have reached a certain threshold or level of, over $2,000, and there's no reason why your course should not be premium as well. It's just what's in it, what does it provide, right? And so what I'm offering right now is my cohort class. My cohort is going to be a group. So there's a value there, but there's always a VIP. Okay. You're going to get paid to create. You're going to get 10x your followers, which is a digital download. You're going to get tasty content, which is a digital download as well, and how to deliver winning presentations, which is very, very important. I spent a lot of time on how to deliver winning presentations because when people don't know you or when they don't have a lot of time, you have to go ahead and get the clarity quickly over to them. Otherwise, they're going to check out, and so that's really, really important. All right. So also, if you invest during this call, I will provide you the 7-day email list builder. The email list builder is so important because one thing you'll find out is, because communication is perpetual, you really do need to keep the written communication going. And to get you started, I've got the email list builder where you are definitely going to be speaking to them in the voice of your business. And I've got the templates to get you there. One woman who has a business approached me to work with me. And at the time I had no emails. I didn't have a sequence. I didn't know what a sequence was. And I could not work with her because she literally had no way to get me started. I didn't know what was my approach, what was my angle, what was I going to say. And so I've taken care of that because it's pretty much, it goes hand in hand with in getting a new client. You're going to have to communicate with them in email. So I got you covered. All right. So I have helped, let's see, typically I work with about at least 50 people a year. Okay. And you can create your outline in a day, but if you really want a premium course, we go ahead and add to it, right? And not only that, but refine it. Okay. So what I really enjoy doing is continuing to grow that basic course because it's going to grow your sales and it's going to grow your reach and your access. Okay. And so all of that is going to help you to really elevate your course. Okay, so when you do that, it's going to absolutely increase what you're offering it for. You're going to build your audience, and you're going to get just, you know, more eyes on what it is that you're doing. Okay, that means on IG, that means on Facebook, wherever you like to post. All right, so your price today, including everything I've talked about, is definitely at a value that easily, you know, hovers loftily into, you know, a big number. Because if I put in, you know, the time and all of that, and it's just, and that's what I want you to do. If you really value your time and what it is, you know, I know if you think about any task that you perform, it's probably at least worth $50, $100 an hour, $1,000 an hour. So when you look at your time and how valuable it really is, you start to really crunch those numbers, and you come up with something real, a real number. Okay. But for my cohort, if you want to join the cohort, your price today is $497. If you want the VIP, it's 3 payments of $399, which is a done with you. Okay, so what I can offer as a guarantee is absolutely the work with you guarantee, that if you join Pay to Create, can participate in all the lessons, the Q&As, launch your course profitably. I will continue to work with you if your ROI does not exceed, you know, your investment. Okay. If you enroll right now, like I said, you know, 10x your followers guide is very, very key. And it walks you through exactly how to optimize your page. So take a look at the screen, you know, how to start your Facebook group. And it's how I grew my Instagram followers. All right. So now, if you also join tonight, you're going to get a planning session with me. And in that planning session, we will also go over your profiles and your tasty content. Okay. And so, like I said, what you're getting is the course, the tasty content guide, the email list builder, the followers guide, delivering presentations, and a game plan session with me if you join on the call. Okay. Now, what makes Pay to Create different? Okay. I have over 6 years helping teachers and career professionals, inspiring communities, using proven strategies and tactics that get you over the hump of not being visible to finding your actual visibility, your actual lane, your actual voice. Okay. We focus on profitability. Profit creating tactics and streams is what we're all about. We need to do things that generate in cash into your business. Okay. And in-depth feedback from me and my team. All right. So you have the option of joining Pay to Create in the cohort or going it alone. All right. And like I said, when you are in your own headspace, there is nothing like turning the same corner over and over again, or accessing YouTube University and just putting bits and bits together without a straight line, you know, methodology that works. Okay. Or wait another 6 months with no progress, or very, you know, the way that you want it. Okay. So what if you don't have a following? Well, we all started out that way. And remember what I talked about the tasty content is what is actually going to get you noticed and having a consistent schedule. So we're going to talk about that, and we're not going to leave anything behind. Okay, so when you enroll right now, you're going to get that follower's guide. So we're going to optimize everything, right? Optimizing everything is definitely where you want to go and where you want to be. You want to be vulnerable. You want to show your worth. You want to celebrate your wins. You want to show, not the intrusive side. Don't get me wrong. I've got kids. I have a personal life. I'm talking about, your daily life, whatever that looks like, be as transparent about that as possible and vulnerable. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. And you'll know what that is, the more you get into it. Okay. But we're not talking about being intrusive. Absolutely not. All right. So you're going to get the course and all of the deliverables. And I know that you are so ready, if you're ready to get started. And this is not the price that we're offering it for today. It is absolutely, actually, okay, it is $497. But well, on the next slide, it's even $20 less than that. Okay. So, yeah, that's, don't mind that. Don't mind that. So yes, now, if you are ready to join, now I want you to stay for Q&A. And okay, there's the, okay. All right, the price is there, $497. I want you to stay because I want to make sure that you know exactly what your next steps are. And so what it's going to look like is just get this out of the way. Okay. So for the $497, we are having a cohort. So it will be the lessons and the learning lessons and the tasks and activities will be provided to you. And then we will have Q&A twice a month. And it's for 12 weeks. So you will be together in a cohort for 12 weeks. And that is provided that we have the cohort numbers, and as soon as we are in Q&A, we will get those numbers going. Now, if you want to do the VIP, that means done with you, then that is separate. You are in a done with you package where we have a meeting time. Okay. And again, 90 days. And these are all the deliverables, which is fantastic. All right. If you want to work with me for 1 year, it looks like this. It's a mastermind. And this is for somebody who is a go-getter. They're ready to take massive action, create a winning signature course. Okay. So you've been in this space and you're ready to actually scale it. All right. The done with you, you create your first offer. So you might consider this package if you're ready to do what's here. Okay. And then the cohort is the $497. I'm sorry, 60 days, 8 weeks. Yeah. All right. So yeah, okay. So for the VIP, I'm taking 3. There are 3 spaces. For the done with you, there are 10. And then for the cohort, there are 10 spaces. Okay. All right, well, I hope you found this session valuable. And if you can see yourself implementing this with my help and you'd like to talk about the opportunity of working with me, then, we'll go over the program again. All right, and what that's going to look like. Okay, so right now, why don't you think about your biggest takeaway? And of course, you can try this by yourself, or you can get expert help and get out of your own head and put it into the world where it belongs. Okay, so what are your big takeaways? Do you want to book a call? And do you want to know what happens next? Okay, so right now it's question time. And let's see if there are any questions at all that we will go ahead and answer. Okay. All right. And I hope you found this presentation useful and valuable to you and what it might look like for you. So let's see. All right, Cassandra, do you want to give us what your takeaway is?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my biggest takeaway is that the future of how you want your life to look is basically in your hands. Whatever you're ready to go with, you can do it. This is the opportunity to do that.
All right, great. Any questions?
No, no.
Well, what stood out for you that you heard?
I actually took the training with the lady that created the Tasty content program. I just can't think of her name right now. So I thought you were doing something a little different from what I was envisioning, something different, I guess. So I've already took that training. I guess because you said digital, I had something different in mind, creating, packages to offer people, along with the coursework. I just had a different image of what you were offering. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize what you were offering exactly. But this is
No, it's not the same. I create the products with you. Yeah, we create your digital products. That training doesn't create products with you at all.
okay.
Yeah, this one does. Yep, we create physical, digital as well.
Wow.
And it's done with you. So I create it with you. It's not on your own. So it's not the same thing. No, ma'am.
It just sounded like we took the same training. That's my biggest point, or my biggest takeaway, when I saw how you were presenting and things were beginning to unfold.
All right. Well, yes.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been great.
You're welcome. All right now.
Okay.
Thanks for joining.
All right. Have a great evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.